Gravity Films. Got another interview. Let us know who we have here.
Tyzilla, man. Tyzilla. We here.
Okay. So, tell the people exactly where you from.
I'm from the beach. Everywhere out the beach. Green Run, Bayside, Lancetown. I'm a beach boy.
Okay. So, you said Green Run, Lansdowne,
Bayside,
Bayside.
yeah.
Why every area? Like, were you moving around a lot
Yeah, I
or?
did like, when I was young. Now, my first neighborhood was actually Strawberry Square. That's like, you know what that is?
Yeah, that's all Land
I
Haven,
was
right?
from the square.
That's Green Run area, right?
Yeah, well, Lancetown, Green Run,
Lansdowne.
kind of in the
Okay.
middle. Then I moved to like down the beach type shit. Not like Landis and Friendship, but I was like down that area. And I went to elementary school out there. Then I moved back like out Green Run. Then middle school, um, I went to Larkspur and Lancetown Middle. So I was like Green Run, Lancetown. Then my dad went to prison my first day of high school, so I went to like 4 different high schools. So like Bayside, Green Run, all that type of shit.
Okay. So, I mean, can you speak on what your dad went to prison for, or?
Yeah, my dad, I don't really like, I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but he
Uh,
did what he had to do to, you know what I mean, survive type shit. I mean, he ain't no criminal, he ain't kill nobody, but he was a hustler. So.
mhm. So, tell me what your household was like. You had your mom and your mom and your
Shit.
dad. You have, you know what I mean? You say your dad was in prison for a while, like. But
Yeah.
just tell me how like your household was set up.
Um. Well, when my dad went to prison, I moved with my grandma out Lancetown, Rock Creek area. And then my grandma, me and her, we just didn't really see eye to eye at times. So I moved with my mom, and it was my mom, my grandma, all my siblings, and like it was a kind of a packed household type shit. But then I went to Salem. Then I left out Salem. I went to Salem too. Then I ended up staying with my best friend, and I was with him for like 2 years. I stayed with him for like 2 years till my dad came home. So I mean, I had a pretty good and like my
Upbringing.
childhood won't what everybody think. Like most people think it was just like peaches and cream. Everything was easy. Like I had a pretty tough like teen years, but it won't like nothing I couldn't handle. Like now that I look back, I'm thankful for like everything type shit.
So, going back, you said it was like a packed household, right?
Yeah.
Do you prefer the packed household or do you prefer a household that's more spread out? Because I remember when my household was packed, it was like more loving. You know what I mean? Maybe we didn't have
Yeah, that's what
everything.
I was about to say. Like now, that's what I say now that I look back. Like ain't gonna lie, when I was young, I used to hate it, but now that I look back, like I made so much memories. Like having it was fun. Like even when I lived with my friend, his mom let his older brother best friend stay too. So we was like, and his uncle stayed there, so it was like 5 boys. Like we was deep, but every day was like fun. Like those my brothers now. Like we made like a lot of memories and shit. So like I'm glad. Like when I lived with my dad, like before he went to prison, it was just me, him, my stepmom, and my stepsister. So it was like spread out type shit. Like, but it was. Now I look back, it was all good. Like I ain't tripping on none of that.
Mm. You know, I think a lot of people, come to that conclusion. Because, I think when we see other people with stuff, it
Yeah.
makes us feel like less than, like, dang. I remember, like, me growing up, I used to see a person with a 2-story house, and I used to like, damn, I want a 2-story house.
Yeah.
But, I would go to those neighborhoods, like, with some of my friends, and it should be boring. I knew my neighborhood was lit. I knew a
Yeah.
nigga got in a fight one day.
See,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
that's, bro. I'm glad like you just bringing all this up because it's just unlocking so much memories. Like when I lived with my dad, see, my dad never lived in like no like treacherous type shit. Like we either lived in a nice ass building or we lived in like a nice crib. And when I was living with my mom, we lived in this neighborhood called Shannon Clear. Like it's like down the beach. But my siblings, we would walk to we would walk out Landis and Friendship, and that's where like I'll just be out there and like Green Run type shit. Like I'll go out Plaza Apartments, like just shit like that. And I'm like I was really outside as a kid. Like when I lived with my dad, I was in the house, but when I went to my mom's crib, like that's when I was outside, like really doing shit. So like it's cool. Like those neighborhoods, like any kid, like just when you look back, bro, you gonna be happy if you was in them type neighborhoods and shit.
No, most definitely. So let's fast forward up to like your high school time. Like how was your high school and middle school years for you? Like were you the popular kid? Was you know what I mean? Was you the weird kid? Was you in the middle? Like what was it?
Well, I never was like on a weird type shit. I'm trying like it's like when I hit 7th grade, I just became popular out of nowhere. Like I was always ahead type shit. Like I was just Facebook famous and I could dance, and a lot of people like that shit. Like when you can dance and shit. And I used to have like all the Jordans, and I used to wear this brand called Tyzilla. And
that was the brand that Big Sean.
Yeah, all of them used to wear that. And I was in like 6th, 7th grade. Like all the 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds wearing that shit, and all they looking at me like, damn, this young nigga fly. Like that's where I really like started becoming like I say cool type shit. Like middle school, like I used to go to the mall, bro. All the girls, like I ain't gonna say I was him, but I was on some shit back then. Like yeah, middle school I was cool. I had a good friend group. We was cool.